I just came into my soft mask era, so I genuinely need a fragrance that's gonna make my ultra femme girlfriend go crazy. I got you. We're gonna start with Dolce Gabbana the One EDT. I highly recommend this one over the EDP just because I feel like it smells way sexier, and on top of that, it's longer lasting on my skin. So this one has amber in the base, but there's also ginger and cardamom that just add to the sensual feel that this fragrance has. I do find it to also be a lot more versatile than the EDP. Like, this isn't strictly a date night fragrance, but I do believe that it's best used as a close encounter intimate scent. And like you said, you're in a relationship, so wearing a fragrance that only your girlfriend will smell in your scent bubble is a win-win. And on top of that, price point here, so good. I got this thing for under $35. I have the discount site from where I bought it in my profile if you want to check that out, but just know that's an affiliate link. All right, but yeah, price for this under $40 for an original fragrance, really nice. Now, performance, I'd say I get a noticeable 5 hours and then it starts wafting in and out. But going nose blind to fragrances is very common. All right, the next one I'm going to mention is called Pie by Givenchy. And this is definitely another one of those sweet fragrances that are going to get you that nose to the neck reaction. So this is a vanilla scent. Okay, I do find this one to actually be a little more on the unisex side. It is marketed as a masculine fragrance, but I find it pretty unisex. But there's vanilla and benzoin. And if you don't know what benzoin is, literally think of like an evil vanilla, like a naughty vanilla, right? So you're playing with both ends over here. And this scent kind of, sometimes it reminds me of a powdered sugar vibe, that sort of sweetness, because it does have the ability to make people salivate, even though it's not technically a gourmand fragrance. Gourmand meaning that it smells like you want to eat it, right? But this, I think I've dubbed this as like a Netflix and chill sort of fragrance. If you're, going to be cuddling up, all of that, snuggling, it's cold outside, Givenchy Pie, and this has really good performance, like over 8 hours of performance. It's insane. All right, next is Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Intense, and this is the one for women. You might think, how come I'm not recommending the masculine one? This one is super unisex, and I feel like it's the sexiest Dolce Gabbana out of all of the flankers. So Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Intense smells like lemon, apple, and musk. If you live where it's predominantly warm outside, you like going to the beach, you like playing water sports, beach volleyball, all that sort of stuff where, you got that sun-kissed skin, this is a really, really good fragrance for that. Because you know what? I went to the beach wearing this fragrance. I was swimming in the water, and then I came out and I smelled like this and salt water. And I did get a compliment on that. So it's just super sexy. If you're going to be getting sweaty, then wear a fragrance that, that's also going to smell good with that. Don't use it to mask up BO. That's not what I'm trying to say. All right, but this scent in that sort of atmosphere is really, really good. All right, next up, we've got L'Homme by YSL. And this is probably my favorite ginger dominant fragrance, because this is one of those scents that even if you're a niche head and you're in the fragrance community and super snobby about things, people have an appreciation for this scent. It doesn't smell like a typical modern masculine fragrance like your Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage, YSL, YEDP, right? There is a classiness to this fragrance that I feel is timeless. If this is your first scent, this is probably going to end up being your signature scent for a lifetime, just because nothing about this will ever smell outdated. It just smells, it smells very put together, very classy. And I mean, you can dub this as like an introvert fragrance if you want to, because it is, again, like the first one, a lot more intimate. I forgot to mention that this also has really good performance. I get over 8 hours with this, but I also live in predominantly warm weather. So, of course, the freshies will last longer on me. But this one here, I'd say maybe like 4 hours, noticeably. Of course, you could spray more of it, but yeah, this is that scent that when people smell it on you, they want to get even closer, because it's that good. All right, next up, we've got a Versace scent, and this is Versace Pour Homme. If you want basically a more masculine version, if you didn't like that I said that this was more unisex, this one is a little more on the masculine side. It's just your typical lemon fresh scent. Again, I do think that you can wear this in work environments, dates, school, you know what I mean? If you're athletic, I do find this to be kind of like a slutty, sporty fragrance. If that's who you are, then that's all I really need to say about it. Now, performance with Versace Pour Homme is, it's a typical freshie. I'd say to be on the safe side, like 5-ish hours in warm weather. If you live where it's cold, then of course it's not really gonna last like that. But if you're also someone that goes to the gym a lot and you need a fresh scent, this is a good one. And also, I'll say that the price point on this, really good as well. Like, I got this thing for also under $45, I believe. Same place that I mentioned the first one. A majority of these fragrances come from that site anyways. But, all right, the last one is bougie, all right? This is called Another 13 by Le Labo. And this is straight up a gender-neutral fragrance. It's very unisex. But if you want to smell like you just naturally smell good, as if you're not wearing a fragrance, this is the one that you pull for. It smells like pear. There's also, it smells like pear. I muddled my words. It smells like pear. And then there's also ISO E Super. So ISO E Super is a note that enhances your skin chemistry. It also, like when it's mixed with other fragrances, can make them have pretty good performance. So with this one, I definitely get over 10 hours of performance with it. But on me, it smells like this just laundry-esque, clean sort of smell. And of course, this is going to vary from person to person. I think overall, though, when I have smelled this on other people, it always just smells clean. There's a sort of, yeah, a little bit, elegance is too much of a big word for it, but it just kind of like, it just takes you up a little. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, really, really beautiful. This one's my favorite Le Labo fragrance, hands down.